everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emilee. If you're new here then hello. I make makeup videos, lifestyle videos and sometimes fashion videos. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, then make sure you subscribe down below, turn on the post notifications, all that good stuff. So today I am back with another video. It was a very accidental break and it wasn't one that I wanted to have. But yeah, I'm back today and I'm just going to hop in with a testing video. I'm going to be testing this eyeshadow palette. So as you can see, I have filled in my eyebrows just with some eyebrow powder and I've moisturised my skin with this product. This has been my favourite moisturiser at the moment. I received it in PR. Like, how fancy am I? This is the Vitamin C lotion by Pixie and I've never been one for like more expensive skincare. I've just kind of like gone with whatever is like cheap and good in an offer, but this stuff is so good. Like, all of this vitamin C range is absolutely amazing. Today's video I'm going to be using the Dream with a Vision palette from Makeup Obsession. I got this like 2 months ago for my birthday and I've still not even taken the plastic off because I've just not done makeup, so I can't wait to get into this. But yeah, I thought I would just test it out. It's a lot of like it's not neutrals at all. It's a lot of bright and pastel colours is what I'm trying to say, and I just think it's right up my street. It's all cruelty free, vegan, and I mean the packaging is absolutely stunning. This is just a gorgeous palette. But yeah, and it's like £12 I think for 16 eyeshadows, so if this is good then that's a winner. I'm going to start by priming my eyes with my PLouise base in the shade 1. This is what I always use. It's just a really good eye base, so I literally just squirt a bit onto my lid. And then I just use like a brush like this to like pat it into my eye. Just to blend it all out. So I actually have no idea what kind of direction I'm going to go in with this palette. I was thinking I could either do like yellows and greens to match my outfit, or I could do purples. But then I was thinking I could do purples on the top and then like yellows and greens underneath. I've not actually even touched this yet, so I'm going to do some swatches. I'm going to swatch the shade Cloud. Ooh, that's nice. Bubble and Sunshine. Those are some swatches. They're really, really pretty. Okay, so I've zoomed you in a tiny bit. I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called Bubble. It's nicely pigmented to begin with. It's not like the most pigmented colour I've ever used, but oh yeah, it's building very well. You just need a couple of layers. That's really nicely pigmented for a £12 eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I'm just going to put this through my crease. That's actually a really, really nice colour. It's like a pinky magenta kind of colour. Very, very nice. Actually really, really pigmented. And it's going on really smooth as well, so that's really nice. So yeah, that is the colour on. I actually really like that. I think it's really pigmented. It blended like... I've not tried to blend it yet, but it's blending nicely. Yeah, it's smooth on the eyelid. It's very nice and smooth. I'm then going to go in with this pink shade here called Dreamy. Apply this on the edges of that pink colour. Yeah, already without even trying, these are blending into each other really nicely, which is a really good sign. I'm just kind of like, I kind of pack things on and then kind of do little small circular motions to help blend. But yeah, this is going on really nicely. This is actually a really nice pigmented shade as well. Considering it's not like the darkest of pink colours, it's actually a really nice colour. I would love to know down below whether you prefer like pastel colours, bright colours, or like neutral eyeshadows. I like to do colourful eyeshadow more than I like to do neutral, but whenever I'm like going out somewhere and actually having to go somewhere, I tend to do neutral, not gonna lie, just because it's easy. And you can shove on a neutral eye and it doesn't have to be perfectly blended and no one will blink an eye. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but in person that is blended out really nicely. Obviously, as always, I'm gonna go in and like re-intensify all the colours later on and help the blend. But for the first like initial blend, that has actually worked really, really well. So for around the edges, I'm either considering doing this yellow colour called Sunshine, or there's a colour up here called Daydream, and you can't really tell on camera, but it's like a really pale lilac colour. I'm going to go in with the shade Daydream, which is like this really pale lilac colour. Oh, that's very powdery. I'm just going to try and use this to blend out the edges of the eyes and see how this goes. it's definitely helping to blend and brighten, but I don't know if this is my favourite colour. For a pastel, it's very pigmented actually. Is it just me, or does anyone else have a good eye and a not as great eye for makeup? Like, this eye has blended so nice compared to this. Like, this eye's still blended nicely, but I always find that my left eye and my left eyebrow always pictures the best. I really like those 3 shades blended together. Once I've blended the lilac colour out properly and it wasn't just so stark and like I'm lilac, it very pretty, very nice, blended out actually really nicely. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a cut crease, and that way I can like try out a few of the different shimmer colours, because there's 7 shimmer colours in here. So I thought I want to try out as many as I can. So I got this really cute monogrammed mug recently from Tesco's. It was literally on offer for £2. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a mug lover and I'm a bargain lover, and this matches my kitchen perfectly. If you've ever watched any of my cooking videos, then you will know this matches my kitchen perfectly. But it's just, it was the best thing. They had an E left and a H left, which is mine and my mum's initials, and we were there and we were just like, it's on offer, it's the only 2 initials left, and they match the kitchen perfectly. We have to get them. And then there were pasta bowls that match, and if you know me, you know I love pasta, and I've had an obsession with pasta bowls for like 6 years. I've wanted a pasta bowl for 6 years, but I've been looking for my perfect pasta bowl. So I got these cups, and then round the corner the pasta bowls were there as well, so I got the matching set of pasta bowls. I don't know why that's an interesting story to you, but that was like honestly one of the highlights of my month, my year, my life. So considering I haven't done any makeup, never mind a cut crease, in like 2 months, I'm kind of proud of this cut crease. They're decently even. They look like you can see them when I look up. So yeah, I'm quite proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm going to go in with some shimmers now. I'm going to go in with Fantasy first. I'm going to try them dry to begin with, and then I'm going to try them wet, because I usually do wet eyeshadow anyway. I love a foiled finish, but we always have to try it dry. So yeah, I'm going to go in with Fantasy. That is actually really pigmented. I was not expecting that from this. I generally don't like shimmers that don't look metallic in the pan. Like, these don't look very metallic in the pan. They just kind of look like a shimmer. But this is actually really nice and metallic, and it's dry, so I can imagine wet. Oh gosh, this is actually really foiled. I really like this palette so far, considering this was really affordable, and it's cruelty free and vegan, you know. Very nice. And it's a colourful palette that's affordable. And it's pastels, and from using the Daydream colour, the pastels actually show up. I'm impressed with this palette. I wasn't expecting to love the shimmers, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like, about the shimmers. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cloud, and then I'm gonna use both of the colours wet. Oh, that's pretty. That's a nice colour, like that is pigmented. I'm so impressed with these colours. Like, this is on a dry brush, and they look metallic. Like, can you see that? I'm sorry about the siren. There's been lots of flooding in my area at the moment. I live like a couple towns over from a big dam that's apparently about to burst because of all the floods, that holds like, I think it's like 1.3 million tonnes of water. So there's been a lot of like emergency vehicles, and I think the army was there. It's just been a bit of an ordeal. Like, right near me there's a garden centre, and that was just absolutely flooded completely. It was like a river, and then there's a roundabout near my house that's just absolutely flooded, to the point where like people were riding around in boats rescuing people from the houses and the buildings and stuff. It was just like, it wasn't all fun and games, you know. I can't stop applying this colour because I just love it so much. Like, that is absolutely stunning. I'm so impressed. I'm really shocked because I really wasn't expecting to love these shimmers. I think they're like on their way to getting that under control. People were like going down the roads on like floaties, like, you know them like floaties that like all the influencers pose on. People were going down the streets on those. That's how flooded it was. It was kind of funny, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Right, so I'm gonna go and put on some lashes and mascara and everything and put on my face, and then I will be back to do the lower lash line. But yeah, I I really love this. Okay, so I've applied my lashes. As you can see, I used Peaches and Cream number 13 lashes instead. But I just went to wet my sponge. This is a new sponge. I've never used it before. I got it sent by a brand called Beakey blenders. And this is the size that they start off at. They're really actually quite cute. They're like a little teardrop shape. But then they've got this like flat edge. And look how much it's grown. And it's so squidgy. Like, I think this might be actually my new favourite sponge. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my foundation on. Basically, my entire face apart from my under eye eyeshadow. I've been toying around with like what I want to do, and I'm pretty sure I want to try and do like a blue-green under eye. It could completely ruin the look, or it could make it really, really cute. So I'm thinking I really want to try this shade. Now I have taken pictures of this look how it is right now, just in case I ruin it. I'm going to go on to the lower lash line and I'm going to do this colour. Now I know what you're thinking, that does not look good with purple, but Missa does it, Makemeupmissa does it. I think it looks amazing. I want to try it, okay? I just want to try it. This is a testing video after all, so I'm going to test it and see if it looks good. So yeah, I'm just going to take the shade Skylight to begin with, and I'm just going to start putting this along my lower lash line. And I realise I've powdered my under eye, so this isn't a wet base, so it's not going to show up as pigmented as it usually would. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, Melissa does it really, really well. Like, everything that she does looks really good, but when I'm doing it, it's just not looking as cute. It's not the palette looks nice, I just don't. I'm not feeling this. I'm thinking I might just kind of like try and wipe this off and do purple underneath. Maybe I should try a deeper blue colour. I'm going to try the deepest blue called Ambition. See if that looks any better. I think that looks a bit better. See, I think that looks better. What do you think? I think that doesn't look terrible. I'm just going to have a look. I'm going to have a look on Melissa's Instagram and see. Because, see what she does. Because everything she does looks incredible. I just kind of lack that incredibility. Look at this, she's literally done purple on the top and then green on the bottom and it looks amazing. But right, I'm just going to carry on with the blue. I'm going to just pack on the blue and we're going to do it. We're just going to be confident with it. You know what, I'm feeling it. We're going to go with it. We're going to keep going. I'm then going to use, so I just used this colour here. I'm then going to use this shimmery blue and go over the top of that shade. And then I think I'm going to use a mix of Cloud and Silver Lining. So these two, can you see? These two shimmer colours on my inner corner, I think. And then I'm also just going to use that to highlight my brow bone. I think I like that look now. Now that the mascara on the lower lash line is on and the inner corner highlight, I feel like I've fixed it. I'm like looking in my monitor to see if I actually like it. I think I love it. I know I love the palette. Like, this is impressive. I think £12, £10, however much this is. This is a really good colourful palette. I mean, I've loved every single shade I've used. Even on a dry base on the bottom, the blue has come through. These shimmers, I didn't even use this white wet or the inner corner colour wet, and it is insane. The mattes blend amazingly. I don't have a bad word to say about it, honestly. Other than this like pastel colour being a bit powdery, which is to be expected. It's pastel, it's got a lot of white pigment in it, it's going to be more powdery. I don't have a bad word to say about this entire palette. I think it's gorgeous. If you're in the market for a palette that looks like this, like a nice colourful pastel coloured palette, then I would definitely get this palette because it is so good. I actually really love this. I'm really excited to create some more looks with like the green colour and the yellow and the pastel blue. But yeah, I actually really like this palette, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this look down below. Let me know if you've tried this palette before, what you think of it. If you've tried any other Makeup Obsession palettes before, what you think of those. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe down below, and I will see you all soon. Bye!